Hey, what's up you guys? We are back home now and we're actually about to head out on another trip to Peru. We're gonna be out in the wilderness trekking for 7 days without electricity. So we need to go grab some batteries and new equipment. And as always, we're heading to B&H. So as you guys may have noticed, I brought on a videographer now and we're gonna be traveling to Peru in the next week. And I think we need to pick up one of these, a DJI Ronin, so we have extra stable shots for when we're hiking and trekking through these huge mountainous areas. I want the shots to be very smooth. Not only are we gonna see Machu Picchu, but we're gonna be going on some insane treks, seeing some snow-capped mountains, as well as going into the dunes and dune buggying. So we're gonna need some pretty heavy-duty action cameras. We are now in Lima, Peru. As you can tell by this giant coastline, this is the Costa Verde, or the green coast. It is very green behind me. We're here in September, so it is also very cold. It's cool because you can walk along this entire kind of walkway along the coast of this very steep cliff, and you can see the surfers out there, but it's not a beach that you want to go lay on. One, because it's very cold. Two, because it's very rocky, but you can see some surfers out there, which is pretty cool. And you can see them out in these wetsuits. So we're gonna walk alongside here till we get to the next spot. We've now come out to the Lovers Park. This is a very famous spot here in Lima. You can see just behind me is this clay couple making out. And funny enough, there's actually a wedding happening just right over here. Probably the best spot for it, or a wedding shoot. Oh, this guy. But the lovers statue's right there, and it's just a giant clay couple. It's pretty cool though. A lot of people come here because it's just right on the side of the road, so you walk over and you can see it as you're walking along this cool coastline, and you see this. All right, so now we've made it out to Huacahualamarca, if I'm saying that right. But it is this place that looks like a pyramid in the middle of the city. And I came here originally, I was like, oh, there's a pyramid in the middle of the city. But it actually isn't a pyramid like you would think. It was an archaeological site, and originally it was shaped like a wedding cake. It was a circle and a circle and a circle. And they dug down and they had all these construction materials. So only recently, in the past like 50 years, did they make it shaped like this, because they needed a reason to get up this high. So over here, these probably aren't the current real ones, but they found these bags that kind of look like these, and this is all the remains of people. So they would put their bodies when they die in these little bags and kind of have them like this. But this one I think is kind of staged to make it look like this, so you can see what it would look like. But it's kind of interesting that in Egypt they had that kind of mummification, and over here they had them in like these kind of big bags with faces and stuff on them. All right, so we have now made it to the historical center in downtown Lima. This is actually named the City of Kings after Francisco Pizarro came here and established it as the capital in the 16th century. We're actually in the center right now. So we're gonna go find the catacombs in this place called the San Francisco Basilica. As we entered the San Francisco Basilica and Convent, there was an ominous feeling in the air. We headed down to the catacombs, where we discovered the bones of 25,000 people, which were now neatly organized. These catacombs were used as a burial place until the early 1800s, when a cemetery was opened just outside of Lima. Now all the skulls and bones lay in formation at the bottom of these wells. Just leaving the very rich historical center, you can see over my shoulder the favelas, which are typically low income, and it's such a stark contrast from these very ornate buildings right back here. So now we've come out to a magic water circuit, and it's essentially 3 times a night, there's gonna be this massive show going on, kind of like in Vegas, all those water fountains going off. So this one I think is gonna be a lot more colorful and a lot more magical, kind of like you're in maybe Disney or something like that. Oh, someone's in the water. We're gonna get ready though, because it's about to go off and it's about to be insane. Rogue Nation, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna be here in Peru for over 30 days, so there's gonna be plenty of videos coming. And I also wanna thank my patrons for supporting me on Patreon. You can check out the link for that down below if you want to support the channel, keep us on the road, and watch behind the scenes videos. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Explore the world.